That
get a
was
pick six.
crazy.
Yeah, I think I popped things straight up right into our special teamer, just boom. I'm like, oh, okay, this is
Well,
weird.
that
I
goes
don't
to
know
show
what.
you just always play. No matter how deep you are, you
Dude,
never
and
give up.
honestly, I think if y'all hadn't lost Jonathan Taylor in the first minute of the game,
Yeah,
maybe it went a little different. Because I had money on him, bro. And when he went out, I was like,
yeah.
and it still went up 33. Like, I don't know, man.
And now they're starting Nick Foles this week.
I'm gonna be the guy that just picks him up and uses him in fantasy.
Yeah,
Just for the love of Nick Foles.
I mean, I'm on bye, so I had Kirk Cousins as my fantasy quarterback. So them, putting up 460 yards in the second half, whatever. I mean, good for you. That's a lot for a game, let alone a half.
I'm gonna kick Sam out the playoffs with Deshaun Watson starting.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way.
Hey, y'all gonna have to start going for 2 against me on Madden. I found out a glitch.
Well, my thing about the whole Deshaun Watson thing right now is I start Tua 1 week, Herbert goes off, Tua sucks. Then I start Herbert sucks, and Tua he does good. So I'm like, maybe if I just bench both of them, Deshaun Watson go off. Like,
he's looking better each week.
Yeah, that's what
The
I'm
one
saying.
that I had him in stardom, he got 3 points.
Yeah, that was for me.
Yeah.
Look, you're lucky I'm a good guy because I was like, once you used them, I was about to say no take backs.
He's used.
I'm telling you, I told Brown, I was like, if he goes for like 50 points, I'm accepting the trade right then, just to hurt your feelings.
I should have just let you keep Odell, bro. I don't even know. Like he may play.
He's not playing this year.
He'll
play
play
in the playoffs
next.
at most.
I'm playing Dallas.
And then T.Y. Hilton, bro. Like Dallas picked up T.Y. Hilton over Odell. That's kind of wild, bro.
Just for Philadelphia, they're gonna cut him after that game.
Yeah, for sure. That's
no.
For sure.
But yeah, welcome to episode 9. Welcome to episode 9 of Throw the Flag.
This is your boy Juan Tello.
Yo.
AKA Madden God.
Microtron no shoulder.
Right. Microtron no shoulder. We got our guest Brian, Colts fan.
What do you do? Resident Colts fan. Factory of Sorrow. Here being fucking 4-9. Hey, nothing makes me laugh more than when they show the playoff picture and they're like in the hunt.
Oh yeah, we're in there. Don't worry.
Wait, in the hunt for what? We're closer to the first. We're closer to the first overall pick than we are to the playoffs. What do you mean?
Yeah, the NFC South is such a terrible division. No team has a winning record. Like, I'm not saying we're gonna get in, but we got a shot.
Yep.
Which is nuts to me, bro.
Yeah, you fire your coach like week 6.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold's your quarterback.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I feel like they should just kick that whole division out and just let the Lions play in it.
Yeah. The Lions would beat every team there by like 17.
Switch them up.
So, I don't know if much changed. I know it was a pretty wild week of football. I feel like we can look at it and see if y'all want to.
Jaguars need to go up. I'm telling you. They're going to win that division. Mark my words. They're winning the AFC South.
I got the Texans also beating the Titans this week.
Yeah. I mean, the Texans have played some good ball the last 2 weeks. Like, they took the Kansas City to overtime, and they almost beat the Dallas in Dallas.
Yeah. I say Carolina deserves to fall back into 16-20.
Mac Jones and the Patriots definitely get stiff farmed down a little bit.
Oh, dude, yeah. You can put them in front of us, but yeah, they deserve to be down there.
Yeah, they get lateral.
So these are 5 here. I don't know where we should go with this. Move the Giants up to behind the Jag, maybe?
Giants are frauds.
They're frauds, but they still won.
Yeah.
The Browns won.
Yeah.
I'm not saying they deserve to jump 10 spots, but
I mean, all he did is beat the sorry ass Ravens. So.
Hopefully Lamar play this week. We got it.
The I feel like all three of these teams should just replace those two right there. The Bears, man, dude, they are tough. If they could just finish games, they will have a way better record.
Who else won? We got Broncos dead last, but they won this week.
Did they
Yeah,
really?
I mean, they look better without Russell Wilson.
Yeah, which is, I mean, that's he's a relic, bro. He's a thing of the past.
I'm not
Lost
saying
in town.
there's really not nowhere. I mean, I can definitely put the Colts lower if I mean
Yeah, but Colts need to go lower. Jaguars need to move up.
higher.
Oh, let me look at it. I'm over here talking out of pocket. I'm making dinner.
Dallas lost this week, so I think Minnesota and Dallas should swap
after
places.
that comeback, yeah.
Yeah. Minnesota.
No.
That comeback, they should be number one, but like we're talking overall. So
No. The Cowboys beat the Vikings 40-3.
yeah, but
Let's drop both
I
of
mean,
them then.
I don't know. Bro. They
Drop
lost
both
to
of
the
them.
Jaguars, bro.
I think that's the correct order. I think the Jaguars at this point are playing better than the Seahawks.
Yeah, for sure.
Chargers are hit or miss. I think if they played right now, the Chargers would probably win. I think. And the Lions, man, look at this. What a time to be alive.
Hey man, the Lions might sneak into the playoffs.
They will. I guarantee it. Hey, no, wait. Hey, look, Lions are better than the Titans. If the Lions play the Titans right now, they would beat them, especially with Ryan Tannehill out for the season.
Yeah.
Same
Lost,
with the Jaguars.
one
Hey,
game
we got
in
to
the
put the
past like 7.
Yeah, and Jaguars are beat the brakes off them 36-22 against Tennessee.
They did.
Look at this. The Lions are a top 10 team, guys.
Chicago and the Browns, I think, should flip. Chicago lost this week.
Yeah, but they played a tough game against the Eagles.
Yeah, but the Browns play well. I mean, I still think the Ravens are top tier. Like, I mean, they're in our top 10. So both of those teams played a top 10 team.
Yeah, but one's a division rival, so you know them. So those games go 50-50.
That's true. I like that.
We're still missing our star quarterback.
Hey, don't spread that over here. I don't need that spreading over here to Philadelphia. Okay,
I think now that LA has the best quarterback in the league, they should probably go up in the top 5 somewhere.
Yes, you're correct. Justin Herbert is the best.
Man, that first game he played, I had hope in my man, but I don't know. He seems to do that pretty good for 1 week.
Do the Texans move up for going to overtime with the Chiefs? That man.
I put them in front of the Colts. I think the Colts are our biggest loser this week.
We need another category. I don't know if I like them above the Colts because didn't the Colts win last time?
Against the Texans, we tied.
Y'all ain't playing them again?
We play on week 18.
Oh, okay. Let me look, hold up.
Like that.
Put a little hot sauce in there too if you want. Like make it a buffalo type. Whatever.
What are you cooking, Brian?
I just made some crock pot chicken, garlic parmesan chicken with some noodles, and I made 2 pounds of noodles and 2 crock pots worth of chicken. Like, I've got enough of this stuff for the next week.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put a little bit of hot sauce in there to give it like a little buffalo garlic parmesan taste to it.
Y'all be on the lookout for Brian's cookbook in stores and on Amazon.
So I watched Colin Howard's top 10 this week. Do y'all think the Bengals should elevate above the Chiefs and Eagles?
No.
They came back on Tom Brady and just.
I like putting the Bengals in front of the Chiefs because they
beat them.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think San Francisco's better than the Chiefs, though.
yeah, I like this.
I just
The
like
defense
defense
for the-
dropping.
The defense for the 49ers is better. Like, top tier.
Yeah.
And with, Debo Samuel will be back for the playoffs, so that's good. Even without it, they still put up points.
All right, so I mean, there's not much more going to change right now.
Nah, that's solid.
All right.
Ooh.
I mean, it's not hurting leaving it up. But so our bracket for the all-time team has advanced to round 3, and I did not get called stupid this week, guys. I got questioned a lot, but I started explaining myself because it's getting a little bit easier. But, so now we got the Jets versus the Raiders, Saints versus 49ers, Lions versus Vikings, which is going to be a good one. I'm ready to see what people say about that one. And Patriots and Colts, with Brian being my tiebreaker for that Patriots and Steelers one.
Well, if I would have known that, I would have chose Steelers just to avoid having to go head-to-head against the Patriots one more fucking time.
Yeah. Man, I had two people choosing. I had two people choosing the Patriots. No, one person chose Patriots, one person chose Steelers, so I needed a tiebreaker. Like, for the Colts, it was a 4-1. Well, technically 3-1, but I assumed the fourth one came from the dude that said Peyton is too good for this disrespectful question.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, we'll count that. It don't matter regardless. Colts on.
Yeah, like that trio of quarterback, wide receiver, and running back at one point in time was a real thing, and we still only won one Super Bowl, which only the Colts could do.
Makes you feel better, Juan. Even if you put Flacco in there, Peyton Manning would have won.
Yeah. We're the real team from Baltimore. You're just the fake ones.
Dude, I was looking at all that last night, history and all that. I'm like, there really was like only 2 conferences.
Yeah.
Because I seen the Eagles had beat the Steelers in the American or whatever, the American Conference. I'm like, what the heck? How'd they get into the NFC then? But I was looking back at all that. It was pretty cool. I definitely don't know nothing about NFL history, guys.
Do you know when the NFL was founded?
1743.
1920.
Good night, son. 102 years.
When was Tom Brady born?
About 1940.
1982.
I don't know. I want to say Tom
1978.
Brady and Jesus is a good friend.
Yeah, that man been in the league since the Renaissance.
That
Pretty
man won the championship for Bethlehem.
Pretty sure Tom Brady owes George Washington money. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure, bro.
I've heard somebody talk about it.
But see, now that Tom Brady got the money, George Washington owed Tom Brady money.
All right. Did y'all have any talking points y'all want to talk about before I get into what I have?
Let's see
Who won the picks?
Oh, I did. I forgot about that. So you definitely won again.
That's all I wanted to hear. But we're going to keep moving.
But I do want to give
I knew I
Ethan.
won. I already did the math, but
I do want to give Ethan a shout out for being right behind you with 11 right out of 16.
How many
Damn.
did I get right? I didn't even look.
You had 12.
That's pretty good.
That's
This was
really
a wild
impressive.
week. That was a wild week.
I'm gonna go look at what the Steelers over the Panthers. I mean, I chose the Steelers too. You know, like I said, it was a toss up because you never know when the Steelers or Panthers want to play good. So
yeah, they're so hit or miss.
Cowboys over Jaguars. I mean, No, Dak threw that game away. Dak gave
Well,
them
it's
that
not
one.
his fault. That
It's
ball
not.
ricocheted off Nova Brown's hands.
That's coming from a Colts fan. From an Eagles standpoint, that's
Oh,
all
okay.
Dak. That's Dak's fault.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, Dak put it in it. He made the right read and he threw it at his hands. I don't know what more you want from Dak.
Dak can't read.
Oh, okay.
It's Cowboys Eagles week. I'm sorry. So then you had the Patriots over the Raiders. I mean, that was I felt like the Raiders were gonna win that game.
Well, I mean, the Patriots. So the way I looked at it, my thought process was Bill Belichick going against Josh McDaniels, who was the offensive coordinator for all those years. Bill Belichick, brilliant football mind, knows Josh McDaniels in and out. So, you know, I can't anticipate the Patriots literally just laddering the ball to fucking Chandler Jones for a touchdown.
I just loved him still forming Mac Jones. It was funny.
Yeah, get down.
Like,
It's the one time like they hate quarterbacks, so that's the one time they actually get to actually throw them to the ground and treat them like football players.
I'm just saying it was them two on that line. Like he could have ran either way, but no, I'm running right through this dude right here.
And you know, and I like the read and pitching it back to Mac Jones because all Mac Jones has to do is juke out the whole defense for 60 yards. Definitely can do that.
I love it. Then the Giants and Commanders. I almost didn't want to choose nobody for that.
Let's assume Mac Jones catches that. What is he gonna do?
Nothing.
I mean,
They should have just took in the knee and take it overtime.
Yeah.
Instead of the still farm, he would have just got hit by Chandler Jones. So I mean, it was a lose-lose situation for him. Like I said, with the Giants and Commanders, I almost didn't want to pick a winner for that one. I want to do another option for tie again.
Yeah. Just give me option tie.
I mean, you could have went perfect. I mean, those 4 games.
I mean, think about it. It's like 2 plays away from being 14 out of 16.
Yeah.
2 pick sixes, or the difference between being 12 and 16 and 14 and 16.
Then I got the least right. I had 7. I don't know what I was doing.
So, I mean, and the Colts almost upset. I'm assuming everybody trusts the Vikings against the Colts, so we almost Saturday on a Saturday. Am I right?
Come on.
Almost.
I made a Facebook post about it.
Fucking Saturday
Matt
squared,
Ryan
baby.
can keep a lead.
Saturday, dude. I love that.
So he holds the largest comeback against somebody in regular season history, in postseason
Super Bowl
history, and Super Bowl history.
That man is something else, huh?
Yeah, he can't hold a lead, and he's got like 5 kids, so he can't hold it in either. So.
And I guess he can't hold the starting spot either.
Yeah, and he's been second time. He got benched twice this year. He got benched for a rookie, and then he got benched for old big dick Nick Foles.
Just go back to Atlanta.
So, I mean, now would have been a good time, Mikey, for me to show up in a Nick Foles jersey. You were just forecasting the future, that's all.
Man, I need that jersey autographed.
So,
I'm trying to.
what's up with Jalen Hurts?
Oh man, shoulder sprain. So he got hurt in that last game. Obviously,
Maybe he shouldn't run it 17 times. So did we think about that?
I'm pretty sure they have, but I mean,
Look, I watched that game from a distance, and every time the stat line would show up underneath, I was like, why did 17 attempts? That's
our
what
game.
Are you doing?
Man.
Give it to Gainwell. Don't we understand he's the best running back in the league?
We don't want to get him hurt for the playoffs.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure you do have like 4 good running backs that you could choose outside your MVP quarterback. Like Josh Allen runs, and Lamar Jackson runs. I guarantee you they've never had 17 attempts in a game.
Hey, that was our game, man.
Yeah.
You gotta look at the conditions, man. It was cold. The guys weren't catching.
Okay.
It was tough, man. I mean,
Now let's close our eyes and let's use some word association. I'm going to name a position on the football field, and you tell me what do you think they do? Quarterback.
They run.
I'm all right. They probably throw the ball. Running back. What do you think a running back would do? They typically run. Let's
They
run
block.
with them.
They pass block.
They block for the running back, which is your quarterback. Got it.
Yeah, that's it.
So
look, man. I know you're not used to having too many like two-way quarterbacks here. Okay, it's a new
yeah, 'cause
NFL.
we only draft elite ones. Sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
The Colts have drafted 3 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. 4th one was definitely going to be a Hall of Famer, and Andrew Luck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think the only franchise close is Packers and Bart Starr, who's in the Hall of Fame, Brett Favre, and Aaron Rodgers. And I am taking it. I'm taking credit for John Elway. We did draft John Elway first overall in 1983. He refused to play for our property franchise, demanded to be traded to Denver, and that's where he played. But we did draft him, so fuck off.
plus you got to think with Jalen Hurts. I mean, about a good 6 of his runs a game are QB sneaks. And they're not really sneaks, but I mean, it's
3rd and 1, 4th and 1.
Yeah. I mean, if he's getting rushed, he's obviously going to run.
I mean, don't let. Isn't this about the same week that Carson Wentz got hurt?
No.
No.
It's already past that point. But hey,
Is Gardner Minshew Nick Foles in this scenario?
I think if Gardner Minshew takes the Eagles to the Super Bowl and wins it, there's got to be mullets all in the stands.
Yes, sir. I'll cut a mullet.
I just think being the backup for Philadelphia has got to be the most coveted spot because there's a 50-50 chance that you will lead that team to a Super Bowl and win. If Gardner Minshew does it,
which Gardner Minshew
can.
can. He could definitely.
I like Gardner Minshew. I like everything about him. I wish he was a Colt.
I feel like,
but then we would win games.
I feel like he's in a really good position because you're on a team like the Eagles where, I mean, there's a chance you play, but you're not going to play the whole season. I was talking to Juan before like we started this, and I was like, I don't think Gardner Minshew is a good like full season quarter. Like he might be, but he gets a lot of criticism. So I mean, to play for the Eagles, you might get one game out the season where you got to play if our quarterback gets hurt. You can do good that game, which he did last year against the Jets. I mean, he straight shredded the Jets last year.
He did. I remember that post game one with his dad outside the stadium where they were just, hell yeah, dude. Good moment.
Who was that guy that was on AJ Brown last week? Was it Jalen Johnson? I can't think. Whoever it was, I know for sure if it would have been anybody else, AJ Brown would have probably broke 200 yards. Because that guy right there was just locking AJ down for a little bit. Then about 100 more yards later, he's sitting at 181.
About 100 yards later, get out of here.
I'm serious, dude.
That was a casual flex. Yeah, he ended with 181, about 100 more than when he was locking them down in the first half.
It wasn't like when we needed a first down, we could not get it for nothing. But I mean, obviously on the slants and inside routes, he was tearing them up. I just rather keep feeding Devontae. That dude right there, his route running is crazy. But the Bills game, it's particularly the penalties, like the snowballs. You think the Bills should be penalized?
Bills Mafia, dog.
Should the Bills be penalized for the fans throwing snowballs?
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I mean, they have no control over what a bunch of drunk New Yorkers do.
The fact that they were threatening a 15-yard penalty, it's like, oh, okay. If I was a Dolphins fan, I'd be like, bet.
Let's say like the Bills are like they're in like a third and long situation and they need you got a chance to push them back more because it'd be on them. So if I'm a Dolphins fan or who, yeah, if I'm the other fan, I'm just gonna pelt the freaking players with snowballs. They're gonna get back 15 yards because they're gonna think it's the Bills fans. So next Tyler, you wanted a 10-minute segment. I would like to see you last 10 minutes talking about a Colts like the Vikings come back.
Yeah, I can't last 10 minutes. I know I watched the game, and going into halftime, everybody I was watching the game with was like, well, we're leaving, or we're going to do this, or I'm going to take a nap. This game's over. And I said, man, y'all just – there ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way that the Minnesota Vikings are going to bow out down by 33. I did not think that they were going to come back and win that game, but I knew it wouldn't go on the way it did in the first half.
I got you.
And look, man, like I this week, yesterday, Pat McAfee had Patrick Peterson on from the Vikings, and he kind of asked, like, "Hey, like, what the hell happened? Like, what happened at halftime?" And when you look at the stats, the Colts offense really didn't put up much points, or much yards either. It was a lot of short fields, bad. You get a pick six, you get a. It wasn't like we were just blitzing them, throwing it over the top or gashing them. Like, we couldn't get a first down to save our life in the second half. And all they did was just send more pressure and maybe just put a finger up Matt Ryan's butthole a little bit. But other than that.
You saw the meme where it was like the game is won in the trenches.
Yeah. I know Matt Ryan's getting old, but I think he's just still young enough to we don't need a colonoscopy during the game.
He's getting his prostate.
Like, give this man a break.
Yeah, that's wild. I just think, I mean, it was a fun game to watch, the second half and the first half, because first half I was cheering for the Colts. Second half I was just cheering for a good game, and then, like, it ended up being a good game.
Yeah, the Dalvin Cook 61-yard touchdown was holy moly, dude. Like, he outran, juked everybody, and then the last 3 yards, which when we say 3 yards, it's a small number. But when you break it into feet, that man had to, like, eat himself 15 feet to get that touchdown at the end there. Like, after running 60 yards, scrambling, the whole nine. And it was ridiculous, man. And if anybody ever tells you momentum was not a real thing, punch them in the face. Because once it was about 33-14, I was like, man, we're going to lose this game. It's just how excruciating is it going to be? And it was very excruciating. I mean, but to me, it was weird, right? The first half, I'm like, wow, like, this is the team that we can be if we tried,
Minus Taylor.
And minus Taylor and Matt Ryan at quarterback, not knowing what to do. Just absolutely lost it in the backfield. Like, I mean, we should. I think he thinks every play is the same because he's blind and he just uses the laces as braille. He's like, oh yeah, it's the same play. Throw it to the defense, fumble it. I don't want the ball.
Playing hot potato with the football.
Yeah. So, I mean, but as someone who has already given up on the season, like, I'm looking forward to the draft. I am looking at mock drafts right now. I'm looking at player prospects. Like, I'm deep in those weeds right now. All right, which quarterback is going to get us turned around? Because that's all I care about. Because at this current state, we've just been circling the drain in the last 3 years with Philip Rivers, Carson Wentz, Jacoby Brissett, and Matt Ryan. Right? This ain't the future. So this gives us a time to give a hard reset and draft new and wide the waves of a rookie quarterback, a young quarterback, and potentially build around him. Like, it's not gonna be Jeff Saturday back there, I promise you. But
Who are you telling about quarterback drains? We've had Sam Darnold. We brought Cam Newton back. P.J. Walker, who blew up the XFL but did absolutely nothing in the NFL. Like,
Whoa! You shut your
Carolina
mouth. He
Colts
threw that touchdown to DJ Moore. That went 67 yards. It's still one of the prettiest passes I've seen in quite some time.
absolutely. And we lost that game. Imagine
did.
that. Imagine that.
You did. That was fun to watch live.
It was awesome, bro. I took my shirt off when he threw that pass. I was screaming, bro. But we lost.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the time that like we can finally stop circling the drain and do it. So that second half, I'm like, yes, come back, please. It is embarrassing. It's something that'll always get brought up, because it's always the largest comeback, and that's always something that is, a fan of another team can pull it out of their back pocket against the Colts. But if that means us that we get one better draft position and it allows us to draft a quarterback in the future, then they can kiss my ass. Like that's one small price to pay for stability at the most important position in football.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, and especially when we go back to what I told you guys when we first started doing this. Only one team completes its goal each year of winning the Super Bowl. When the Lions went 0-16, when the Browns went 0-16, they went into training camp that year saying, "Hey, we're going to go to the playoffs and win the Super Bowl." They had aspirations to do that. Did it shake out? Not a fucking chance. They didn't even win a game. But everybody has that mindset, right?
You're
So
right.
when, like, the cafeteria ladies in there were like, "Hey, we're gonna win the Super Bowl. This is the year. This is our year." So when it's not conceivable, right? I'm not delusional like most Dallas fans or, Patriot fans for 20 years. I'm not delusional like, hey, this is our year. This is us. We them boys. Like, hey, we suck. Like, we have talent, no doubt. Last year we had 7 Pro Bowlers. Nothing changed. I mean, we still have those 7 Pro Bowlers. It's just the quarterback is just the most important. And coaching is also important. And as much as I love Jeff Saturday as a person and as a player, as a Ring of Honor player, as a potential Hall of Famer, not a good coach. So, I mean, who would have guessed it? Guy had a losing record in high school. So, but yeah, I mean, the waves of emotion of me just kind of not believing what's going on in the first half to me not believing what's going on in the second half, but being happy both ways. Because at first I was like, if we're gonna win, we're gonna win. Like, I'd rather win like a blowout. Like, that's hilarious. Because I can look back at the season and go, hey, we remember that time we beat the brakes off the Vikings? Like, remember that? That was hilarious. But yeah, I mean, any given Sunday, any given half, apparently. So it's a good thing NFL doesn't go by skunk rules.
Right.
So whatever. I mean, I'm counting down to draft day.
Yeah, I agree, man. I mean, like, it's so crazy that Carolina and the Colts are really in the same spot this year, bro. Like, don't have a quarterback. Carolina got rid of their running back, which, I mean, Jonathan Taylor is kind of up there with Seaman. Maybe not as good. But then our coaching, like Steve Wilkes, interim head coach at the moment, but I don't think he deserves to stay our head coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just remember every year, 4 to 9 coaches get fired. There's always turnover. That's nothing new. Even not everybody. Like, there's only one example. The Pittsburgh Steelers have literally only had 3 coaches in their existence. Three. Like, you don't want to talk about consistency. Like,
I mean, and Tomlin's a good coach, bro. Like, but damn.
That's consistency. The Browns went through like 3 coaches in like 16 months. So, I mean,
Thinking about, I think we're on our 3rd coach since Andy Reid.
I've only known one coach.
Yeah, we had Andy Reid, God knows Chip Kelly. He straight up
I
killed the
think-
Eagles franchise.
Yeah. I think Carolina should have kept Riverboat Ron, dude. I mean, look what he's done with Taylor Heineke. Like, Taylor Heineke at the helm, and the Skins ain't going to go all the way this year, but, like, they look good. Football team commanders, whatever they are.
And he has to deal with he can't be just a coach, right? This man's fighting cancer. He lost his mom earlier this year.
Exactly.
During the season, and he has to deal with the fire sale that is Dan Snyder owning your team.
And like in a tough division, dude, in
Yeah.
in arguably maybe the best division in the league, like close to it, like it's crazy. I miss Cam Newton, man. Bring back.
Is it 2015 again?
Yeah, for real. I just want to dab a few times on Sunday, bro. That's all I want to do. I can never dab, bro.
I mean, I just don't understand how he don't have a job in the NFL when there's not 32 quarterbacks better than him.
Oh, we saw the same interview, huh?
Smoking a cigar too, bro. He said that with like some meaning. He meant that when he said it, bro.
I get what Cam Newton's saying. He probably is a top 32 quarterback, but he's not worth the attention that comes with it. And on top of that, if I had to choose between, let's say Cam Newton's probably like the 26th best quarterback. If I have a quarterback that I don't know about, like maybe Dougie Mills or, Sam Darnold, who's still trying to figure it out. Like, if I'm a coach, I'd rather see what I have in this person. You know what you're getting with Cam Newton. You're probably going to get 180 yards passing, 30 rushing yards, and you may win, 24 to 21, maybe, on a good day. But Cam Newton was never the most elite drop back passer.
No, sir.
And his shoulder injuries since then have not helped. So, and he's not the most dominant athlete on the field anymore like he was in 2015 when he won an MVP. So, I get why he's not employed. I think he's better. Is he better than Dougie Mills? If I had to choose one game, yeah, I'd probably take Cam Newton. But if I had to choose a season, the growth and grooming somebody potentially to be the starter, I'm going to take Dougie Mills or Purdy, out in San Francisco.
Backup quarterback who I still like, who I think deserves a starting spot next year is Cooper Rush, bro.
The Cowboys got a good system. Like, they ran the ball. They've got two dynamic backs. They got a good offensive line, decent receiving core. Like, he played within the system.
The system quarterback
and a dominant defense. That helps.
I don't want to obviously I don't like injuries and I don't want to speak on it, but I would have liked to see Dak one more week out and see how Cooper Rush comes back after handling that type of game against the Eagles. Like, how do you capitalize? Like, not capitalize, but how do you come back off of that type of loss?
Yeah,
like,
bounce back. Yeah.
That would have told me all the type, like, what he can do on the field. Like,
yeah.
Speaking of the Cowboys, I've seen a podcast on TikTok and they were talking about Dak. Where does Dak rank on y'all's top 10 QBs right now? Or
he's not a top 10 quarterback. Don't even get at me. He's not even a top 10. Don't.
Maybe
let me finish. Where would he be outside of that if he's not?
Top 15 for sure.
He's not worth his contract. I know that.
Yeah.
He's not worth $40 million a year. But
we got so many good young quarterbacks now. Like, the league's about to be in an influx of decent quarterbacks.
It's not even just quarterbacks, man. Like, all these positions, like, the players are just getting younger and they're better. Like, it's fun to watch. Like,
all right, I'm gonna go down the list, and you guys will go back and forth and say which one would you rather take, Dak or this? Patrick Mahomes.
Pat.
Mahomes.
Got it. Jalen Hurts.
Hurt.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
Oh, come on.
Burrow.
Jabr.
Yeah, Justin Herbert.
I take her. I still take Herbert. I still take Justin Herbert.
Same.
Yeah, I would have to think about it, but yeah, you're right.
Tua.
Mm.
I would take Tua, bro. Tua healthy with a good team.
I say I gotta see the team.
Yeah.
Let's say Dallas is the team.
I'll take that. I'll take Dak. I'll still take Dak over there.
I would take Dak over Tua at this point. Personally.
Okay, Dak over Fields. Justin Fields or Dak?
Fields.
On Chicago? If Dak had to go to Chicago.
I still think their problem is just being able to close out games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the only reason why they're in the games is Justin Fields' athleticism.
Right.
Exactly. So yeah, I mean, even right there with that list, you're looking at Dak at like what 8th already, like, and I'm sure there's
So that Tua was a draw, so we won't count it.
Lamar. What about Lamar?
Trevor Lawrence.
What about Lamar?
You taking Lamar over Dak?
Huh?
You taking Lamar over Dak?
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
I'm taking Dak.
I like T-Law, Clemson boy. Like, he played a hell of a good ball at Clemson, bro. Like, he's got potential.
Brian, you say you were taking Dak over Lamar?
Yep.
Damn. The best running back in the league, you're going to take Dak Prescott over him?
Don't you disrespect Kenneth Gainwell like that?
For some bum like Devontae Adams.
If I win this week, my comment in the group chat is going to be, if you wouldn't have traded away the best running back in the league, you would have beat me.
I would take Trevor Lawrence over Dak, personally.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
So that's 6 quarterbacks. Geno Smith, I'd take Dak.
Yeah.
Yeah, Geno's been playing good this year, man, but Pete Carroll's his coach. I mean, he's got a good coach, bro. Coaching makes or breaks a quarterback, bro.
What was the consensus on Justin Fields over Dak?
I'm taking Fields.
I take Fields, yeah.
Okay, so that's 8 quarterbacks already. What about Kirk Cousins?
Oh, come on, Thuggins.
What time is it?
Yeah, give me Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins. Time, bro.
What time is it?
Work on 1 o'clock. I'm taking him. 10 out of 10 times.
All right, so that's 9. Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 10 years ago.
I'm still taking A-Rod.
He's the reigning back-to-back MVP quarterback, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Give me Aaron Rodgers. So that's 10.
Okay, what
Tom
about
Brady?
Brady?
Brady.
Yeah, for sure.
That's 11. What about Derek Carr?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
I'm literally looking at the NFL rankings right now of quarterbacks.
Dallas? Does Derek Carr get to play at Dallas?
Yes.
I'm taking Carr,
I'll take Derek Carr.
Yeah, so, okay, now Dak's 12. Taylor Heineke.
Now we're good.
I'll take that.
Yeah, we're getting wild. I'm taking Dak.
What about Deshaun Watson?
Has he had his massages?
I mean, he definitely knows his masseuses in the state of Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas, dog.
I would take Deshaun Watson over that.
Me too.
Yeah, I agree.
So right now we're sitting at 14. Mac Jones.
Yeah, see, I told you he's gonna fall at 15, bro. Because I wouldn't even take Mac Jones as the quarterback for the Patriots right now, bro. I would keep trying Zappy. I like the way he plays.
How about the best quarterback in the league, Baker Mayfield?
Oh man, he deserves the number 1 spot.
I'm taking Dak.
Yeah, I'm taking Dak. Let's see, Dak's right at 15, bro. There's nobody else.
That's exactly right where he fell. That's where he fell at.
Yep. That's fair.
Yeah, the podcast I seen was stupid because they said it was like top like 8. It was like only like 6 or 7 quarterbacks they take over. I'm like, y'all are stupid.
Yeah. So, well, and here's the thing. I immediately went to the NFL app and went to quarterback rankings. They do it every week. They have Dak Prescott at number 8.
Jesus Christ.
But I'm taking him 15th. Like there are 14 quarterbacks I'm taking before him.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dak to me is just he's the Chase Elliott, if you will, of quarterbacking.
Okay.
Except
I like
Chase
that.
Elliott's
That
won a
was a fun
championship.
little segment, Brian. That was cool. That was cool, Brian.
So yeah, I mean, you were right. We were all right. I say he was in the top. He's top 16. He was at 15. So I mean, not quite the glowing mark for someone who's getting 40 million a year.
Would you still? What about Jared Goff if he put him in Dallas?
I think Jared Goff would do better than Dak.
Yeah. So like he could go lower.
Because there's a reason why Jared Goff was a first overall pick. He does have talent, and it did lead the Rams to a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And he's leading the Lions to the playoffs, which automatic Hall of Fame.
But I say you can still go down a list of quarterbacks, and it's probably still gonna be more that you put above them.
Yeah. So 15 is a nice safe spot for him. We'll say conservatively top 16. And that was pretty easy. Like there were like some Justin Fields was probably the one that was the closest. Like yeah, most definitely. Dak is just blah to me. I watched that whole Cowboys game because I was stuck on watch, and I had nothing to do but literally watch I didn't even have access to Sunday Ticket, so I was just watching Dallas game. And there's nothing that he does that is great. Like he does good. He's good at everything, right? He's average at everything. He's average arm strength, average arm talent, average leadership, average scrambling, below average injury. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that he does that you can like hang your hat on. Like at least with Kirk Cousins, you can hang your hat on that. That man has some arm talent. There's a throw that sticks out every time Kirk Cousins comes to my head. He did a throw probably 3 or 4 years ago that he threw to Adam Thielen that I still don't know how he completed. Like the way he was hit, the way he threw that ball, and the way it just flew through the air and just dropped right on a dime. Like Kirk Cousins got arm talent, and he's a better leader than Dak. So like every quarterback ahead of him does something better. Like is great at something, or at least one thing. Whereas Dak's just kind of like literally by definition mediocre because he's literally the 15th or 16th quarterback, and that's not something you win a Super Bowl with. Sorry, especially when you have Mike McCarthy as the head coach. Doesn't know what timeout is. Doesn't know how to clock a ball.
Man, I'm ready to see that game this week because
I think even with Gardner Minshew, I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm just talking about their right tackle. I want to say they're using a backup right now, and Hassan Reddick is coming off of a big game.
Yeah.
But I want to like get to like what games y'all looking forward to this week. Obviously, mine is definitely the Eagles Cowboys because that's a rival right there. But it's probably the game of the year.
I think the Texans Titans. I'm taking the Texans on that. So I'm looking forward.
I'm gonna take the Titans because I picked them in my pick, so I got to stand by my picks.
I think tomorrow.
Texans.
I think tomorrow's game, Jaguars Jets, is big for playoff wild card and division things for the Jacksonville Jaguars. If Jets lose tomorrow, that's it. Same old Jets. Keep it moving.
20.
I want to hear anything. Yeah.
But then also like to be a Carolina fan, I'm obviously excited for that game. But then like I'd like to see the Bucks lose. Cardinals can do that. I'd like to see the Falcons lose. Who are they playing? Oh, the Ravens. So yeah, I mean, those are 2 games.
Lamar.
For is Lamar coming back?
He's expected to, but they're not quite sure yet.
I still think the Ravens they could beat the Ravens, bro. I mean, they could
Raiders,
be
Raiders Steelers is a good one.
There's some
It's a
good
lot of
ball in it.
it's a lot of who cares. It doesn't mean anything
But
for
I say it's gonna be
playoffs,
a
but
good bad game.
yeah, it's gonna be one of those games you look at like the score or like a highlight from randomly like, that looks somewhat entertaining, I guess.
Just
I think the worst game of the week's the Saints Browns. Like that's gonna be a big bunch of
I have one even worse for you. Broncos Rams.
Oh
You want
God!
to see 2, 4, and 10 teams go at it?
Hey,
Come to the NFL.
100+ yards this week. Somebody needs to get him off the bench and put him on their starting fantasy league if y'all want to win these playoffs.
I just don't understand this. Like,
I'm in a bye week. Keep moving.
Yeah, me too. I'm number 1. I'm number 2 in the losers bracket. So
I don't like this because like the Raiders and Steelers are primetime game. They should.
Well, so we need to hold a moment of silence. You hear me? An NFL legend passed today, and if he would just pass, it would have been kind of one of those things like, oh, that's sad. No, Franco Harris was going to get his number retired. Only the third Steeler ever to have their number retired this Friday.
damn.
50 years after the Immaculate Reception against the Raiders in the playoffs to win the playoff game.
On Christmas?
And that's why the Steelers game is prime time, because it's a rematch 50 years later. Franco Harris was going to get his number retired at halftime, like the whole thing. Like he's already a Hall of Famer. He's already been in the Ring of Honor, but only the third Steeler ever to have their number retired. And he was supposed to do that this weekend. And he died today. I heard that today. I was like, well, that sucks. Like,
That sucks.
that's tough, dude.
he said that's tough, man.
Yeah.
It is though. I mean, death is very unexpected, man. Be grateful for the time that you got. Like anything, which I hope nothing happened, but anything can happen to us at any moment.
Damn, look at Juan getting philosophical in here, boy. Come on, Juan.
I mean, but see, the way I see it, man, is there's a saying that I say, man, that I believe personally. Sometimes, man, death can be a kindness, man, because you never know what that person's going through. You never know what's going on in that person's life, and whenever they pass, I'm wrong. It's sad, but at the end of the day, whatever they're fighting, whatever battle they're going through, man, it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Feel you, Juan. Somebody keep an eye
sir.
on Juan this week.
Sounds like he's been down in the hole.
It be like that sometimes, man. I'm still upset about that Madden game yesterday, man. That joke hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
Man, he dropped 71 on me.
Do
son.
I only lost by 3.
Do you know how someone who loses at Madden kills themselves?
Huh?
Out of shotgun.
Good one.
If they're trying to be fancy, they'll use pistol.
Hey, I run a lot of pistol.
Oh yeah, because you have a running back at quarterback.
I'm gonna sign out.
So?
Y'all close the show out strong.
I had one more question.
Oh, what's your question?
I asked this question like the first podcast we did, but it's a little bit later now. Playoff picture is looking pretty, locked almost. Who's your Super Bowl favorites now at this point? Like to face each other, not win, but just to face each other.
I'm still taking the Eagles in the NFC. Damn, dude. I want to say the Chiefs, but that's such an easy answer. You know what I mean? Eagles, Chiefs, yeah, okay. That's a real easy thing to say,
I'm tossed up between 3 in the AFC and 2 in the NFC. My NFC, Eagles and 49ers, I feel like they're going to be fighting for it. And then my AFC it was the Chiefs and Bills, but the Bengals are moving into the picture.
Yeah, I like that. It would be cool to see a 49ers Bengals Super Bowl.
At least one of our Super Bowl teams is going, like, might go places.
I don't like that. You imagine the Eagles green on the field with that Bengals orange, like that color combo would look crazy.
Woo.
Give me the Lions versus the Dolphins.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that. How many times have Tua's been hit like up to that point? Hold up. Cause that's gonna
Tua's
gonna
coming out in a
determine
wheelchair.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh man.
if anything, we can look forward to the good halftime speech from Motor City Dan Campbell for the Lions. Hey man, we're going out to Super Bowl, man. We're gonna rip them. We're gonna gnaw at their kneecaps, man.
You know, it has to suck to like players that went out off of non-contact injuries, like, or even like just injuries that it weren't like a bad like play or nothing. It was just unfortunate it happened, like Ryan Shazier, like people like that.
Yeah.
Like, to look at Tua taking these hits week in and week out, and this man is still walking on the field every day. Like it's got to suck. Tua's gonna be the first quarterback to throw a touchdown on crutches. And I'm here for
it. I foresee a good marketing campaign. Tua in a hover round.
Because of Tua, they're gonna add 2 extra linemen to every offense.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, boys, I'm out of here. Y'all hold it down. This has been Throw the Flag podcast episode. What are we at now, Mikey? 9?
This is 9. This is 9.
Come on. Lucky number 9.
We've been doing this for damn 9 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it's fun, and
So,
we all the links that we post on will definitely be posted under the video on YouTube.
Yeah, check the YouTube, check the Discord, check the TikTok, check the damn. We need a Twitter. I'm gonna make us a Twitter.
I just made it.
But the Twitter.
I got us weekly
Check
games
MySpace.
coming to you on Discord. Guess the players, who would win, start, bench, cut. I got weekly predictions.
Yes,
Hey Brian,
sir.
I got a question. Is Brian still
What's
here?
up? Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know about football, all right? There is one coverage in Madden I can't seem to get through. How do you play against cover 4 drop?
You gotta throw it to flat.
To the flats?
Yeah, there's no one there.
Because that's the one dang freaking coverage that's like gets me befuddled.
Yeah, well, you gotta just take your tight end and run them out.
I bet. Because, like, see, normally I'll just run
running
the
back.
ball. But if I'm down, there ain't no point in me trying to run the ball. Like, normally I just try to run the ball, but
Hey, Brian, I never got your take on these 2 start, bench cuts I made. I got another one I got to post too. So
What's up?
the first one was start, bench cut, obviously. Austin Eckler, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs.
Cut Josh Jacobs, bench Jonathan Taylor, start Austin Eckler.
You're the first one that I've seen actually like even start Austin Eckler, let alone everybody else been either passing up on him or Josh Jacobs. But everybody else
he provides a lot out of the backfield too, as catching it.
Yeah. Then I did a quarterback one. Geno Smith, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence.
I'm sorry, one more time. I'm on the Snapchat. What's up?
Geno Smith, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence.
Start Trevor Lawrence. Bench Justin Fields. And cut Geno Smith.
Okay.
hey, but see, we can also clinch the playoffs this week.
Yeah, but you're not going to win that division. Sorry.
We don't need the division. We just gotta get to the playoffs. I mean, yeah, it's better playing at home, but it all comes down to that last game. If Lamar plays, I think we could take Cincinnati.
There was another one. I did another one, but I didn't post it yet. Hold up. I'm gonna leave that right here.
We need a Miami loss.
Okay.
Hello?
All right, this was the last one. So we got Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, and Cooper Kupp.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm so caught up in the conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Well, It's Terry McLaurin, Keenan Allen, and Cooper Kupp.
Start Cooper Kupp, bench Keenan Allen, cut Terry McLaurin.
Okay.
Now, if I had to go for like that's for like one game. If I had to go like bench, like for the next 5 years, then I would swap Keenan Allen and Terry McLaurin.
Yeah, that was. Hold up, we got a comment on the thing. What did he say? The only thing that matters is whose offense and defensive lines are playing. So it's the Cowboys in a wash. It's too late, sir. The pick is in. Joe Montana was. I looked at the stats, way better than Troy Aikman. Then it was Emmitt Smith, Jerry Rice over Michael Irvin. I take Dez over Crap. It came down to like the defenses for me, but I was going off the comments anyways. It didn't matter. Yeah, I'm trying to do different games on TikTok, get more views piled up. Then to guess the player, I don't really know how to do these, so I just threw some stuff up there like 8,000 plus career yards, 80 career touchdowns, 9 years in the NFL, 29 years old, and he went to Fresno State. I told Chris that, and he took Fresno State and already knew Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I was like, well, maybe next time I won't throw the college in there. How about that? But I feel like you kind of got to it's another hint to like narrow down your search there. But I'm gonna end this, but yeah, like I said, join the Discord. Links will be all in the description. We do these every week. Games every week, weekly predictions. If you beat us in predictions, you get a shout out at some point in the podcast when we think about talking about it. That's it.
All right.
TikTok.